don't ever believe
So
That should be interesting.
Oh.
yeah, it says that we're live.
Oh, I heard you.
Okay,
But
now
I don't ever believe so.
I have an echo.
Yeah,
Wait.
it says
Oh, you
that.
have to turn your dlive
Okay, now
sound off manually.
yeah,
I'm not turning your dlive
Oh my god.
sound off.
Twitch sound off?
On the watch page itself.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
I didn't follow you.
It says that you're following me.
It should show you. Does your restream thing show you live? Oh, wait a minute. Did you hit the encoder thing on dlive?
Now I did.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's see if YouTube's up.
Let me see. I want to see if we're.
I'm lacking. My stalker skills are slipping. I'm sorry.
I apologize to anybody who's tuning in right now. This is not going to be going very well for a few minutes, so just bear with us. Eventually, we will be.
Oh yeah, you're live on YouTube.
Tuning in. Yep, live on YouTube. Okay.
Sue Finelli's out there.
Of course she is. Hey, Sal. I mean, if anyone's a stalker, she definitely is. She's always on top of the streams.
OG stalker.
Why wouldn't she stalk me?
Yeah.
Nice that it put my stupid ass face on my stream picture there. Like, that was really nice of YouTube to do that. Good for them. Okay, and I think that we're live on dlive. I really don't.
At least it's not my ugly face.
I don't know how to tell. I don't know how to tell if we're live on dlive.
It's retarded bear, one word.
Yeah. And where did my...
Doesn't show you. What does your restream thing say?
Now I can't find it. Oh, because I have multiple windows open and I'm stupid.
Oh, stop.
Okay. It says that we're live, and it says that, well, it says that I'm watching on YouTube. And I don't know. I mean, I see my video on dlive, but I can't tell if it's actually live. I don't know. I clicked the save encoding server information and it didn't do anything after that.
Sorry, I was just giggling because classmates.com keeps sending me stuff. Oh, don't you want to pay and join? You know, like all these people are checking your thing. And I'm like, I didn't like him in high school. Why am I going to like him now?
Right.
and the girls didn't want to talk to me. What the fuck? I'm going to talk to them now?
Yeah, like it's always funny when just random like people from high school try to friend me on Facebook and I'm like, we were never friends. Like, why would I want to be friends with you on Facebook? Like, we weren't friends in high school, so I'm like, I'm not that desperate for friends on Facebook. And now at this point I really only add like flat earth people because I'm like, I don't want to listen to anybody like being a NASA fanboy or just telling me that I need to get a vaccine or whatever bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, that sounds awful. Yeah, I could see myself talking on the dlive thing, but it doesn't.
I still haven't even found you on dlive. That's what I'm getting.
That's funny because it's retarded bear, yeah, and it. I don't know if like it's case sensitive. Well, this is going to be a fun stream for a little while. Trying to figure out dlive, and it's just nothing but fun. So hey everyone who might be watching,
Trying to figure out.
sit back and enjoy enjoy the struggle. I mean, if anybody is ever going to troll me, it's definitely going to be this video. But hey, I mean, if you don't try new things, you don't learn the new things. So yeah, we're definitely live on YouTube, but country road, take me home to that place I belong. That's Virginia, Mountain Mama. I don't know. I might end up just having to watch. Are you? Oh, Zulu's not even still here. Well, this is just getting better and better now because now I'm on my own, and let's see. Country road, take me home. Hey, Daniel Creed. I'm trying to figure out how to stream on YouTube and dlive. I figured out Restream, and I am streaming on YouTube, but dlive is not cooperating for me. Oh, and there's Zulu. Hey, you're back. Maybe. Maybe you're back. Zulu might be back. I don't know. I can't hear him, so he could be here. He could be stuck in the ether. He could be abducted by Bigfoot. You just never really know at this point. Can't find you on dlive. My name on dlive is Retarded Bear. Okay. So it's we don't want caps. Retarded bear. Maybe it's not one word. Maybe it's 2 words. It's either that or see. This is going to be a real fun stream for me, not knowing anything. I just like everybody is like moving over to dlive. Okay, so it's all one word, retarded bear. Capital R, capital B. Maybe I'm live now on dlive. Oh, I think I am. I think I'm actually live on dlive now. I think it might actually be working. Zulu, are you here? Because nope, he's out again. Okay, well, dlive is showing that I'm dlive, or that I'm live. God, I can't talk. This is going to be a really fun stream. Welcome to dlive. Please make sure you read our welcome letter. If you need help, want to meet. Okay, I don't really need to read that to people. That's fine. It's showing that I'm live, and I have been for almost 10 minutes. So I don't know. I don't know how to get people to find me on there. Yeah, it's retarded bear. Yeah. Oh, it says someone is on dlive. Did someone find me? Did someone find me on dlive? It says that I'm live. I'm gonna believe it. It says we've been live for 10 minutes. And Zulu, I still can't hear you. Give me 1 sec. Y'all sit tight. Don't get your panties in a bunch. Whatever. I don't know. Oh, let's see. Yeah, I think it's going. It says I have him muted. Okay. We're gonna get this figured out. Let's see. I don't show that I have you muted. Wait. No, not that one. We're gonna get this. We're gonna figure it out, and then we will have a stream tonight. Just sit tight, buttercups. Let me see. Zulu, it's not showing that I have you muted on my end. Okay, let me see. I'm gonna figure this out. I am smart enough to figure it out. Okay, Zulu left again, so he's gonna come back in, and so is dlive where a lot of yeah, Danny, people, can you put a link in chat? Let me see if I can. Yeah, last year after Owen Benjamin got kicked off of YouTube, that this is where he sorry, I can't read and talk at the same time. Copy, there we go. No, that's not what I wanted. Yeah, when Owen Benjamin got kicked off YouTube, this was one of the sites that he was recommended to go to stream on, and so then a bunch of the FE people have followed over to dlive. And I know how to stream on YouTube, obviously, and it does say I'm live on dlive, but now I can't get Zulu back in here. No, I don't want that. Get out of here. Okay, let me try and get Zulu back in here. Nope, he's not back in. Okay, he said he's gonna try on his phone. He had to restart computer, whatever. So let me see if I can find the link for dlive. I'm not computer savvy, obviously, and so this stream is not going to be entirely successful for a few minutes, but once I do it a few times, then I will get it figured out, and then it will be less awful. Because I don't have enough subscribers on YouTube for people to, or like for my channel to be monetized. And okay, so Restream does not work on mobile. You have to be on a computer for it. Let me try and find the copy. Okay, let's see if this works. see if that works. Possibly. Hey, Tom Buddhist, what's going on? This stream is currently a disaster, so bear with me because I am streaming on dlive and on YouTube, but now I'm having trouble getting Zulu back in here. So apparently you can't use Restream on your phone; it has to be on the computer. So he's getting that ready to go. He is in chat here though, but he'll be joining me in just a minute. So yeah, sorry that this is just like a kerfuffle, but you know, pretty much the only way you can figure it out is by going live and figuring it out. So bear with us, it will get better. Oh, that's an awful angle of me. But so how is everybody doing? I am, let's see, what's going on with me? Trying to not have there be just like random dead air, which is always so fun. I don't even know. I don't even know what's going on with me. A friend of mine saw a post on Facebook that I am just like kind of going through a hard time right now, like unemployed, stressing about upcoming Christmas and whatnot. But a friend of mine is sending me a couple gifts that I can give to my son. So that was very kind of her. And Zulu is also sending me something for my son. So much appreciated to have good friends who take care of me. And, you know, if it wasn't for Flat Earth, I wouldn't have met so many awesome people who, let's see, someone find it. Oh, sweet. Zuluone found my my dlive. But yeah, so if it wasn't for Flat Earth, I would not have met so many hundreds and hundreds of wonderful people that I've met in the past few years, and they were kind enough to donate to me a significant amount so that I was able to go to Flattoberfest in October, which was an event in Greenville, South Carolina, put on by the lovely Karen B. And so my followers and me selling my Flat Earth domes, that allowed me to actually get to Flattoberfest and have a really good time. It was very wonderful of everyone to be so generous and donate to me. And yeah, now I put out a post on my Facebook page that I'm just struggling and I'm stressed out about Christmas. I don't think I can get my son anything. And a couple friends reached out to me, again, Flat Earth friends, that they, you know, are buying my son a couple gifts. They're sending me stuff so that I can get him a few things. Like, he really doesn't have hardly anything on his list. I mean, he's 8, so like video games and tablet games are, you know, the big rage. But like, you have to have something to open up on Christmas. And so yeah, I will be able to get him, you know, like I do like a Christmas Eve box with like a new pair of pajamas and like a movie or a new book, or, you know, just stuff like that. And then I think my mom's probably going to help me out with filling his stocking. And oh, and Zuluone's internet is down. Well, of course, why wouldn't it be? But yeah, I think enough people are like helping me out that I am actually going to be able to do something for my son for Christmas, which is very, very nice. You know, I only have one son, and the thought of just not being able to give him anything is very, very sad and heartbreaking to me. Yeah, and I know that Christmas is not about the gifts, but it just, when you don't think that you can get anything at all, being able to get something is really huge. And at this point in 2020, I think, I mean, things have to just get better, right? You know, like I've been through a lot in this year. I know everyone has gone through a lot. It's been a very tough year on everyone, especially truth people, because we see so many lies in the world and so many people falling for them and so many more people thinking that it's okay to harass us and whatnot. And so, you know, the lack of humanity this year has been very draining on us in the truth community, especially because we're just like, oh my gosh, like people stop buying into these lies and just like, come on, just wake up. Like if you're gonna wake up anytime, this is the year to do it, because it's not going to get better. And if we don't stand up and fight back against it, it definitely is going to keep getting worse. Because in my state here in Washington, my governor, he has decided that we were going to, well, we're on an extended lockdown that's going through December 14th. Well, now he just came out and said that it's extending out to January 4th. And I mean, I obviously don't follow lockdown procedures. Like, I'm not sick and I don't feel that I need to be quarantined or be away from people. I don't think of myself as a danger. And so, you know, I haven't followed any of the lockdown guidelines. I don't wear a mask. I wore one to court the other day just because, like, you really have to pick your battles. And some places like that, like, if you have to get something done, it's just like, whatever, I'll just wear it. It's fine. It's not a big deal, though, you know, obviously I didn't want to do it, but you know, sometimes you just have to put your pride aside for a few minutes and jump through the hoop. But yeah, I'm not okay with the masks at all, and I fight back on it as much as I can. Doc Michael, hey, what's going on? But yeah, so my state has now entered yet another extension of lockdown that's going in through January 4th, and highly doubtful that anything is going to change after that point. And you know, all my friends, I mean, most of them on Facebook have become flat earth people, which makes Facebook 100% more tolerable. It's not a good place if you don't have people who understand what you're going through and are on the same page as you. But so the more normal ones who just are always shouting about their bags of science that they're carrying everywhere, they've been saying for months now that the only way we're going to get out of this is with the vaccine. There's no way that stuff is going to reopen if people keep going out, not wearing masks, and just, you know, being a wild card in the system, basically, when in reality, when you're locked inside your house, you're not going outside, you're not getting fresh air. Even if you do go outside, the air is going to get very stagnant in your house. And then, like, if people are like drenching themselves in hand sanitizer and using Lysol wipes on everything, they're eliminating all germs from their house. And so then when they do go outside and they encounter any germs that you should encounter normally in a normal day, then your immune system is then depleted. And because, you know, it's coming into winter now, and so you don't have the sunlight to build up your immunity. The air is very cold and frigid, and like, you don't want to be outside. And so, yeah, these people have just been stuck inside for months and months and months. They're not interacting with their family. They're not interacting with anybody. they're not getting any germs, so their immunity is just completely tanking, and so we're worldwide now, baby. um, yeah, the bags of science. Like, I mean, you got to have a bag of science if you're gonna do anything in this world at this point. But yeah, I mean, people are they've been locked down for months now, and they like Zulu was supposed to be in here with me, but of course, like internet malfunction. Like I thought if anyone would fail the stream, it would be me, but I figured out how to get on dlive, and I even got some lemons. How nice. I mean, I don't do live streams to make money. That's for sure. But hey, I mean, I'm unemployed, and how can you do anything in this world without making some money? You know, like it's pretty much just a fact of life. So I wanted to be able to stream on a platform that you're actually able to accept donations if people want to donate. And so, yeah, I moved over to dlive as well. And so, yeah, this is my first stream where I'm streaming on 2 platforms. I'm on YouTube and dlive. And yeah, I have quite a few subscribers to go until I'm eligible for monetization on YouTube. And even when I get to that point, they take a very large percentage from you. And I don't know. I mean, you just got to kind of do what you can do to make it in this world. And so, you know, if dlive is the place to go, that's cool. But if you listen to Mark Sargent a couple weeks ago, he had on a gentleman that I'm so sorry I don't remember his name. I'm awful with names, and I will be the first to admit that. But he is coming up with a new platform called Lighthouse, with 2 eyes, Lighthouse. And so it is going to be a social media and streaming platform. There will be no limitations on when you can monetize your channel. So even if you only have 1 follower, you will be able to monetize immediately. And there is supposedly not going to be the censorship that we deal with on YouTube and a lot of other platforms, because that has been a very real problem in the last few years. And I apparently don't make enough controversial type of videos to get myself banned from Facebook or Instagram or YouTube, and mostly just because I really don't care. I'm not someone who enjoys like aggressively waking people up, and but I mean, some people are great at that. Like that is what some people do, and more power to them. But I just, in general, I am a very non-confrontational person, and I frankly can't stand the endless questions and comments that we in Flat Earth. If you've been in this for a while, you've heard the comments over and over and over again, and I just get so tired of saying the same thing over and over to people who really aren't listening and don't care. There was someone in Zuluone's chat last night who, you know, we pretty much the same people are always in chat, and so when a new person gets in there, oh, you know, Michelle, you can actually watch dlive without downloading the app. And if you do it on your phone, I actually like it better without the app, because you're able to close, like exit out of that. If you make the screen full size and then you exit, you like go to your home screen, you can have a picture in picture, which is really, really nice, because you're able to do other stuff on your phone. Like you don't have to be just tied to that one dlive screen. And when you're in the app, it doesn't let you do picture-in-picture like that. So I actually use dlive without being on the app, normally on my phone. I'm on my computer right now, just for streaming, because with Restream you have to be on your computer to use it, apparently. But I miss Gary too. He's the best. But yeah, we had someone in Zuluone's chat last night who, I don't even remember his name. He was from, maybe, yeah, I don't even remember. He was from, he said he was a foreigner, but he came in and he was asking about gravity, and I started asking him a couple questions about, like, hey, what gravity are you talking about when you say, do you believe in gravity? And I think he subscribes to the Einsteinian gravity more so than Newton, but I mean, Einstein gravity is the currently accepted model in your bag of science tricks. And I mean, even after just a couple questions that he was asking, I just told him flat out, I was like, I'm bored of this, that I don't want to talk to you anymore. And then I just stopped answering his questions, and then he left shortly after that. But yeah, like I don't have any desire to argue with people who they come into a chat and they say, well, do you believe this? Do you believe that? Do you believe this? And it's like, it's not up to me to prove your model. Like you think that you live on a spinning ball model, and it's not up to me to prove to you the stupid things about your model that you believe in. Like that's not, like, I've figured out already that the earth is not a spinning ball, and it's not up to me to convince you that it's not. And some people love doing that. You know, huge shout out to all the people who actually do street activism and just constantly are making videos of, hey, this is how this works on flat earth. I don't know, I guess I just don't really have the patience for it, and so I just don't do it. I don't know. I do have a couple flat earth videos on my YouTube, but if I watched them now, I would probably consider deleting them, just because they're not great. But you know, I don't know. My channel is full of a bunch of just random kind of nonsense. I don't know. I'm always trying to figure out what exactly is it that I want to do with making videos. And recently, the one that had the most success was when I was shooting my bow and arrows and throwing knives. That one got quite a few views in just a couple weeks, and I got pretty good comments on there, had live viewers, and so that one was really nice. I will most likely start doing more of the shooting and throwing, just because I like to practice. I'm working on my form with my bow and arrow, and working on different techniques for throwing knives. And so, I mean, if people enjoy watching me practice that, then, you know, why not make a few more videos doing that? Because Zuluone and I have a challenge going for next year at Flattoberfest, that we're going to have a knife throwing competition. So I have to hone my skill and get good at that, because he has already agreed that he is not going to let me win, because, like I pointed out, that's not an actual win if someone lets you win, you know, and you have nothing to strive for and be better towards if you go into a competition and you already know that you're going to win. I mean, what is the point in that? So Zulu has conceded that he is not going to just let me win. So I have to get very, very good because I want the bragging rights of saying that I have to get very good so that I get the bragging rights of knowing that I beat him because I was better at throwing knives. So it's very friendly competition, and you know, we're still going to be friends if I beat him or he beats me. It's just going to be a fun thing to do. But yeah, I have to get really good at it, and it's a lot of fun because throwing. So I'm getting quite good at throwing close up, which when I'm close, I throw by the hilt of the knife, and when I go farther away, about 10 feet away, then I'm throwing by the blade of the knife, which when you throw by the blade, you have to get the knife to spin just the right amount of times and just the right way so that it goes into your target point first. And so you have to kind of figure out your throwing distance and just how far you need to be. Mine is about 10 feet for how I can get it to spin and go in point first. So yeah, but up close, I'm getting pretty good at that, just throwing by the hilt, throwing straight on, and that's pretty fun. But yeah, a neighbor had a tree cut down in their yard, and I asked for one of the rounds of wood from the tree, and that is the perfect target for your knife throwing. And so you're back. Are you back in Restream? Oh, he is. He is. Yay. Let's see. Hello?
Yes, I am back.
Here.
Hello.
You're here and I can hear you.
Oh, and I was saying that, no, we won't be friends if you beat me.
Fine. I'll be your friend, but you don't have to be my friend. So who's the real winner here? Oh, that's awesome.
Terrible. I'm sorry.
That's hilarious. And
Oh, yeah, well, I guess that makes me a winner. Aw.
Oh, taking back Eden.
Too funny.
Hello. Okay, well, I was just going off on a ramble, so I didn't have dead air here, so that was going quite well. But yeah, I don't know. We don't really have a subject tonight. Not that we have a topic for most of our streams as it is, but
You're killing it.
and Sue, let me know, is the sound on dlive working? I mean, I can see my video playing and like it's going, but
Not a thing.
let me know. Let me know if the sound is not working. Whatever. I saw a Russian knife that had the blade that had the ability to be shot out via the spring.
Can you hear me okay?
That sounds fun. What?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I didn't want to go back into the thing. I have the soundboard on.
Yes, we don't want another catastrophe of you dropping out and me having to hold the stream by myself. Normally, if I stream and I'm by myself, I do story time where I'm reading The Magician's Nephew of the Chronicles of Narnia series, and I think I only have one chapter.
For you, not me.
What? But yeah, so I think I only have one chapter of that left, so I'll be finishing that soon, and then continuing my story time on dlive and on YouTube. Or then I also do like gardening streams, and so then I'm just talking about different plants, vegetables, whatever, just whatever gardening plant that I pick for the week. So yeah, it's not normal for me to be on a stream by myself and have no subject to talk about. So I'm glad that I didn't leave y'all with horrible dead air. And just reading the chat here for a sec.
Oh, you're reading Taking Back Eden's.
Yeah, I noticed that big comment. So it's nice. Sound is working? Okay, awesome. Cool. Well, I'm just going to leave dlive alone so that I don't like crash the stream and set my computer on fire, which is always a possibility.
Never know. Never know.
I lost my train of thought. I don't know. Oh yeah, I'm not normally on streams just by myself with no topic. So, you know, mad props to like someone like Owen Benjamin who's able to stream for, you know, like 4 hours a day, and it's just him talking. And but I mean, he has a ton of people in chat that he interacts with, and I mean, let's just face it, he's probably at least 100 IQ points smarter than me, and he also plays beautiful piano, and so a little bit easier for him to hold.
Don't sell yourself short. You're smart, and you play piano.
I do play shitty piano. That is true. Yes, yes, indeed.
Shitty piano's better than no piano.
Yeah,
I can't play that fucking thing.
I really want to get, well, I mean, I would like to have a actual piano, but I don't have space for that right now. So in the interim, I would like to get another keyboard, just because, plus those are nice, like you can plug in headphones and play that and, you know, not disturb anyone with your shitty piano. But yeah, I do definitely want to get a keyboard again, but yeah, being unemployed, I can't exactly spend my limited money on pleasure items like a keyboard for myself, but one day I will get there. I'm not going to be unemployed forever, and you know, things have to get better at this point because I have been through enough in this year that like some people go through in 5 years. And so not all of it has been good. There's been a lot of just like what the fuck moments, and yeah, at this point it really has to get better. Like it can't rain all the time. I have to catch a break eventually, and so you know, just gonna get my ducks in a row and make things happen. So yeah, you know, you can't really just like cry about it and have a pity party for yourself, because I mean, you might feel better after a cry, but you probably won't. I mean, let's just face it, you probably won't.
I don't think so.
I mean, sometimes
I feel like it sometimes, but I feel like it ain't gonna help. Fuck.
Yeah.
Most of the everything's just so cranky. Yeah. I mean, I'm just so cranky.
Most of the time, yeah, I don't enjoy crying at all. But there's occasionally that you're like, you just cry for what seems like no reason, and then afterwards you're like, well, maybe I feel better. I guess I don't know. I mean, you can't cry all the time. It can't rain all the time. But yeah, things are gonna get better, and I will
That's
get
what they
better.
say. I don't know. It seems to fucking rain all the time.
I mean, here in Washington, it definitely rains a fair amount, but it does not rain nearly as much as people think it does. It's actually quite pleasant here. I think that Washington has.
That's only because you're there.
It's true. I think that Washington has.
I think I threw up a little bit. Sorry.
Yeah, I think Washington has some of the best scenery that there is, and equally the worst traffic and the worst people and the worst politics out of just about anywhere. It's pretty awful on those counts here. But the scenery is it truly cannot be matched by too many other places, because here in Washington we have the ocean, mountains, a desert. We actually even have a rainforest. And I mean, you literally can get to any climate in this state with just a couple-hour drive. And so it is very wonderful in that regard. But yeah, the people here make it basically unbearable, and the traffic is beyond awful. Like, if you don't drive for Uber, then you just really shouldn't drive at certain times of the day.
Just stay there at home.
One sec, my granny was yelling at me.
Okay. I'll talk a little bit. Let's talk about Dottie while she's in the other room. Oh, shit.
She figured it out. Whatever she needed, she figured it out. I don't know.
That was too quick. I said, let's talk about Dottie while she's gone, and you pop right back.
I'm always watching, always waiting.
And judging. Don't forget.
100% always judging.
100%.
No doubt. No doubt. Hey, look at that. I got some lemons. How nice. Y'all are so nice to me. I love it. So, I don't know. What's going on with you, Zulu?
Y'all. I think I'm the only one. What are you talking about, y'all?
You
I'm kidding.
all the lemons. That's fine.
I'm kidding. Oh, no, wait a minute. Yeah, oh, yeah, we got some people over there. Awesome.
There are some people over there.
Doc Michael, Sufinelli. Excellent. Oh, cool.
Doc Michael, I cry all day when I think of chipmunks and teddy bears. Yeah, you should watch my my stream that I did a few weeks ago of archery and knife throwing, because it was quite funny. I was outside in my driveway, and I had put some peanuts on a rock in the trees in my driveway, and then I looked over and there was deer eating the peanuts, and so people kept saying in chat, like, oh, I want to see you shoot the deer. And like, no, not that kind of video here. Like, I am definitely
I will say, I would have been thoroughly impressed if you turned and took one of those throwing knives and threw it 40 yards across the lawn and took one out. I would have been impressed. Like, what the fuck did she?
Yeah, I am going to try very hard to not cry on a live stream, and if I shot an animal on my live stream, I would then be crying. I'm not an animal killer in any way. So yeah, that is definitely not something that is going to happen in my live streams, unless it's by a crazy freak accident. You know, a squirrel happens to like run in front of my arrow and suicide itself. That's about it. Would my heaven on earth have government still? Yeah, Washington we have some of the worst politics imaginable. I mean, Seattle is still on fire. People are still protesting and just like, they're just burning the shit down. What I truly want to go to, though, is I want a ton of acres, and I want to share it with like a flat earth community. So I will live in my tiny house or yurt or whatever type of house I end up in, and then I want to have enough acres that other like flat earth families or just good people in the community can also
or an ogre who wants to live in the woods.
Hey, I mean, I have to have someone who cuts down the trees. Like,
everyone needs an ogre.
But yeah, anyone is welcome on my land as long as you aren't a lazy piece of shit and you aren't just like freeloading off my land. Like, all you have to do is build something that the community can use, grow a garden, take care of the animals, cut down a tree, whatever. There's a place for you. And if you don't do that, you will be kindly banished. So that is the goal that I am.
That's better than what you originally were going to do with the losers.
Well,
It's not so bad.
I mean, if they need to be buried under the fence, they also will have that done.
Okay, then.
Heard of a trick where you can get land for free? You know, something so funny. I'm in a bunch of homesteading groups on Facebook, and the other day there was someone said a post that said, it said like, has anybody been able to get a grant for women to have a homestead? And I was very confused. And so my comment was, wow, I must be really single when I thought this was a dating post. As I legitimately thought, I'm like, wait, there's a grant you can get that will get you a woman? Like, why am
I'm down.
why am
How do
I
I get that? How do I apply for that?
Yeah, do I put myself on that list? Is that like, do you need volunteers for this situation? Like hey, we'll give you money and like pay to find you like good people or something. I don't know. I was very confused that I thought it was a post about dating and it was not. No, there's just apparently if you're a woman who wants to get more into farming or homesteading or whatever, you can get a grant that will help you buy the shit that you need for your farm or homestead. You do have to like prove and show what you spent your money on and stuff like that, and a lot of times you have to match the money. But hey, I mean, like, if you can get a grant for your homestead, like, that shit is awesome. Find a large plot, X amount of acres, build a property on an acre, sell the acre for the price you paid for the entire lot.
Nice.
That
Marquette, Kansas, Lincoln, Kansas. I'm going through the list Doc Michael just put in here, and it's a list of areas that are doing this homesteading. Like you said, it's the Homestead Act of, hold on, I'll go back to the top, 1862.
Nice. Yeah, I would like to go to Western Montana is fantastic. Wyoming is wonderful. Parts of Colorado are quite nice. South Dakota was incredible. I've heard Utah is very nice. I most likely would not go to Idaho just because the land prices just skyrocketed there after Owen Benjamin bought land there and like a bunch of bears moved there and stuff. Now land prices are skyrocketing. And also their winters are very extreme there. And I'm just not cut out for a terribly extreme winter. I don't mind winter and I don't mind the snow, but Idaho has very, very extreme winters, and I'm not prepared for that currently. So maybe eventually, but yeah, right now I would rather go someplace that is fairly mild temperament climate like this place. I don't want to go too far to the Midwest because I want absolutely nothing to do with tornadoes. Not a damn thing do I want to do with tornadoes. So so yeah, definitely thinking about moving towards the Midwest, but not
40 acres in Montana. You have to stay 4 out of 7 years. I'll do that.
Okay. I'm down. Yeah. Yeah, Western Montana is fantastic. It's very much like Washington, because I do want land that has a lot of trees, because I want to be able to harvest my own trees for lumber and any building that I want to do. But I also want there to be enough trees that I only harvest them on an as needed basis. I want there to constantly be trees growing and have trees that I am able to harvest as needed. So
Well, you also got to use the timber litter, the trees that fall themselves naturally.
yes.
Try to use those up. Sure, sure.
Yep. Yeah. But yeah, definitely want a bunch of acres with trees on it. And if it has some kind of fresh water source, a river preferably, that is an even bigger bonus. Those are the two things that I want a lot. And frankly, I don't even really care if the land has like the basic necessities hooked up, like electricity, sewer, anything like that. Those aren't even a requirement on my land because I'll just kind of build it as I go. And I mean, you can make a composting toilet for your house, so you don't even need a septic. But yeah, then I don't know. I mean, there's ways to not have to have developed land and still be able to live on it, because I plan on heating my house with wood fire with like a stove top that you can cook on the stove top if you need. And yeah, I mean, solar panels if possible. Like, I'm definitely going towards a much more off-grid lifestyle than I currently live now. And yeah, I would gladly live in a tiny house or a yurt or something like that. Anything that can be, insulated and heated easily with a wood stove.
Yeah,
I,
cool.
I do
Efficient too. You ever see that? Oh shit, I can't remember the brand, but I was watching. They make them basically for tents and RVs and things like that, and they're these little super efficient wood stoves that burn like all fucking night and put out plenty of heat. They're amazing.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
and one of those little what you call, you keep calling it a yurt? Yurt?
Yeah.
Y-E-R-T?
Yeah, Y-U-R-T. Yeah. Yurts
Y-U-R-T.
they're awesome. I love yurts. They're just like an octagon shaped thing, and most of them they have like canvas wrapping, but you can also put siding on it so that it keeps it even warmer. And yeah, I mean, they look like a real nice wood house. So I mean, I'm down for tiny house, yurt, eco dome, shipping container, hobbit hole.
I love the shipping containers.
Any of those kinds of houses, I would definitely live in. Like, basically whatever is the easiest and fastest to build. It's kind of another reason that I want land with trees, because then I can have the trees and like build my structure if I want. And I mean, tiny houses, like the big ones are like 200 square feet, so very, very small for a house, but more than enough for just me and my son to live in.
Let me ask you this: how big was your first apartment? Right.
My first apartment was almost 700 square feet.
Oh, fuck you then.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, but
I
I would willingly live in a tiny house. I've toured them a few times, and they are so much bigger than they think. They don't feel like, a couple hundred square feet. If you configure it properly, and like you use your stairs, make like storage drawers under the stairs, and like all the tables will like fold out kind of like an RV, you can fold it out and fold it back in to make it bigger inside. I mean, there's endless ways that you can build a tiny house, and they're so awesome. Like, I'm legit obsessed with tiny houses.
Mm-hmm.
Good night, Taking Back Eden, Effie. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I love just non-traditional houses. They're all so awesome. And then, have a nice big greenhouse that, if you find a way to keep it heated through the winter, I mean, you can have food growing all year long. And yeah, and then I want
Did you
some.
ever see the thing on? Oh shit! This guy made a a greenhouse, but he used thermal heating. He dug a hole 6 feet deep and across and then back up. And what he did was he put PVC with holes in it, and then one side has a fan, and that's it. And it pumps the air from the greenhouse down into the ground, up back through the other side, and warms it or cools it depending on what the outside air temperature is, because it's always a constant like 60, I think.
Right. Yeah, and you can grow just about anything in that temperature. I mean, it's kind of unreal just how much food you can grow in that temperature. And like if you have your compost heap in your greenhouse, if you like, compost can get up to like 200 degrees. And I mean, it's just, that's like free heat for your greenhouse. Like if you're going to have it any place, like might as well put it in your greenhouse. And yeah, it's just fantastic. And so that is definitely the thing that I am working towards most. I mean, obviously right now I have a couple just like minor things that I have to get taken care of that cost money, but once I'm able to be working again, yeah, I'm going to be saving a lot of money. And because I plan on buying my land in cash, I'm not going to get a loan for it. I want to own it outright. And then if I want, I can, like, if I have enough land, I can piece off parts of it and sell that off to other people, and just kind of start building my like little flat earth community. And yeah, I don't want to be so stuck in this system that doesn't want us to succeed. I'm very, very tired of the fees of being a middle class individual in this system. It's not like, it's like if you're incredibly poor or you're incredibly rich, this system works for you. But if you're just a normal middle class type person who's just trying to make it, just kind of wants to get ahead, it's not made for you in any way, and you're not meant to really succeed in it. And so I want to succeed regardless of people trying to control it, telling me that I can't, because I think that's like, I don't need your system. Like, unless I break a bone, I'm not going to the doctor. I'm not going to just go to the doctor and get a wellness check or whatever, like, because they're just going to tell me that I have cancer and then poison me with chemotherapy. Yeah, exactly. And so I'm like, I don't need the doctors for their system. I don't think that pharmaceuticals are in any way helping people. Yeah, so I'm not dependent on that. I would like to finish my son's homeschooling completely at home, not dealing with the public school online schooling or whatever. I would give up my driver's license and my like birth certificate. I'd give up all that stuff if I could just be left alone and be free and be like not in the system as much as I am. I know it takes a lot to do that stuff, and those things are kind of minor as far as things go. But yeah, I mean, the biggest thing that I want, and I've wanted for a long time, is just to have my own land. And because going through the breakups of the last few years, going through, dealing with landlord who like every 6 months your rent goes up, and like you don't get anything, you don't get paid extra from your job just because your rent is going up. You don't get anything extra in your apartment when your rent goes up. And I don't want to be so dependent on these systems that are set up to make us fail. And yeah, I've wanted land for a really long time now, and that is just, I don't want to like, I've like lived with, multiple boyfriends, and then, we break up and I have to move out of their place, or like they have to move out of my place, or, my most recent breakup, like I had to move out of his house. Like I'm just tired of people controlling like where I am able to be. And, I don't want to be in a situation where it's like, oh, well, I don't want you here anymore, so you have to go. And like, I just want to own my own land and my own house, and know that like, no, like nobody is really going to come and say like, hey, you can't be here anymore just because we had a fight. We don't really want you here anymore. It's very unlikely that that will happen when you like own your own land and your own home and all that. And yeah, I really want to have that control of my own life and my own future. And yeah, I mean, if we know anything about this system, we know that like it's not in place to help us in any way. And like there's no doubt that the vaccine is coming very, very soon. Like I've been hearing now it's going to be out before the end of the year. Like there's already a couple people who are, starting to get it. And I just,
No way.
I don't want anything to do with it. Yeah. I want away from it all. I just like, what do I have to give up to get away from that stuff? I don't, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I love you guys, and I hope that I'm here next year.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I can say. I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do it.
There's lines that we all have to draw. And yeah, I have sucked it up and worn a mask a couple times, not excited about it, but at the end of the day, it's like, it's the few times that I've worn it, it's been just less hassle. Like, just let me get my errand done and leave me alone, and it's fine. But like, I'm not going to go into a grocery store knowing that I have to prove that I had a vaccine that I don't agree with, or I'm not going to fly if that's a requirement, or like whatever else there might be that goes along with that. Like, no, I'm not going to comply to that. Like, a mask is like, that's on the exterior, like I don't have to wear my glasses, but I do, because, it helps my vision. And I know that the mask doesn't do anything for stopping anything at all. Nobody wears them properly. Nobody wears ones that they should. And I mean, if this was that serious, like, people wouldn't be so lazy with their masks or whatever.
Right.
If you truly think
you got to pick your battles too. I mean, yeah. I'm not going to jail just because you wouldn't let me buy a 2-liter bottle of Coke at this particular store.
Right.
Fuck that. I'll leave.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, it's stupid.
There's reasons that I go to some of the few places that I go to. Like if I have to go to the grocery store, I go to the Safeway in my town, or I've gone to Walmart, and I go to both of those places, and I go to Fred Meyer too. But like, if I go to those places, I go there because I know that no one is going to hassle me. Like, there was one time that I was leaving Walmart, and the guy by the door, he was like, when they like check your receipt or whatever, he was like, "Oh, you don't have your mask on?" And I was like, "Oh, no, they don't do anything." And he was like, "Oh, really?" And then I just left. But I'm like, "Look,
you're funny. You're like going cute about it. Oh, they don't do anything.
They don't do anything.
Just walk away.
Yeah. And I mean, the funniest was when I went to Target a few months ago. I walked in and I saw out of the corner of my eye that there was like a worker there handing out masks or whatever. I just walked in, walked by him, and then as I was like, I was probably at least 20 feet away from him when I heard him behind me. Was like, "Ma'am, don't you have your mask?" And I just kept walking, and like nobody followed me and stopped me and told me that I had to have a mask to be in there. So I just did my shopping and left. But it's like nobody can force these things on you. But you know, like I had to go to court the other day, and that was absolutely like no tolerance policy. They're like, if you, it said on the sign even like, if you have a medical condition, we won't let you in because you won't wear your mask. And I was just like, dude, I'll just wear it. Like it's not a big deal. I have to get this shit taken care of. That's not.
Right, that's what I'm saying. You have to pick your battles. I mean,
Exactly.
you can't. Unfortunately, all of us still live within this fucking system.
Exactly.
You know, we all have to. I don't even know. I mean, I hate to say be compliant or anything, but I'm sorry. It's just I want to fucking just destroy everything. But
Right.
It's so frustrating because, like you said, you had to do your errand. You had to do your thing. You know what I mean? You're just saying stuff, but let's say you had to go get Granny's meds. Right. Well, you know what? She outweighs that fucking inconvenience for that couple minutes, and I can fight this battle somewhere else. You know?
Right,
so
exactly.
It sucks, but you have to do it, and it's terrible that we have to do it.
Yeah, yeah. My granny, she's a lung cancer survivor, and she has asthma, and she came with me to court, and because it's like for a suspended license, so she drove my car, drove me there, and then she came with me into court, and
that was an awesome experience, right?
Oh my God, yeah, you're 83-year-old granny who hasn't driven in a year, driving my car. I'm like, oh my God, like, dude, I'm
sorry, I'm laughing. Oh, Granny, a hug. I'm sorry.
I love her to death. Yeah, and I told her once we got back, I was like, I really appreciate you taking me, but we won't be doing this again anytime soon. And she's like, yeah, I hope not, because like she, you know, even before we left, she was like, after we got back, she told me, she's like, yeah, before we left, like I was feeling pretty nervous. I was like, oh my God, am I going to be able to drive her car? And I was like, well, you've driven before, and like my car was like probably about the same size as her old car was, you know, and her car was automatic, mine's an automatic, so it's like it's not, you know, it's not that different. It's not like you have to drive like a big stick shift truck or whatever after you haven't driven in a year, you know. It's but yeah, just the fact that like she's like, oh my God, I haven't driven in a year, like shit. But
imagine you had like an F-350 dually diesel.
Dude,
right? Hey, Granny, you gotta drive that.
Yeah, exactly. And so, but yeah, since she came with me, she brought a mask with her, but I had one of those gay plastic face shields. And I mean, dude, like those things, yeah, it's better because you can breathe in it, but I swear those are more degrading looking than the masks. Like they're so fucking goofy looking and just so stupid. But I was like, hey, like Granny, I know like you have breathing problems, like you're on an inhaler, you shouldn't be wearing a mask. And so I was like, hey, I have this face shield that you can wear that if you want. And then she did, she wore that. She's like, yeah, this is much better than the mask because at least I can breathe in it. And I'm like, yeah, that's cool. Oh my God, jeez.
Oh my.
Oh my God, you just scared the shit out of me. Oh my God.
Oh, that's funny. Well, people are always scaring me.
Oh my God, you gave me a heart attack. Oh my God.
That was a great reaction.
Oh my God, I'm dying.
I was going to ask you if you were okay. I thought I heard you yelling.
Oh no, I'm just streaming with Zuluone.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And did they see that?
Oh yeah, they just saw me almost die.
Sorry.
Oh
It's a good idea to close your door, and that way I'll knock before.
my god. Oh my god, yeah. Oh my god, it's so funny. Oh my gosh. Oh,
Okay.
yeah. No, I'm just yelling at the people online, and now they saw me almost die.
Sorry.
Oh my
Like I
god.
said, close your door, and that way if someone comes and tell you something, I'll knock on the door first.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Okay. I'm gonna go pause.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Zuluone dropped out of chat. I think he got scared too. Oh my god. Oh, dude. Oh my god, my granny just scared the living fuck out of me. Wow. Oh my gosh. Wow. I think Zulu got scared so bad that he dropped stream. Like, wow. I'm so glad that you all got to witness that. That's hilarious. Wow. My heart is beating so fast. Oh my god. Like, I'm literally dying. That was like, whew, that was the funniest thing that ever happened. Oh my god, I can't even handle it. Oh. I don't even know what I was saying. Oh my god. Zulu, you dropped stream again. Zulu said that when I screamed, his internet died. And he's like, "Oh my god, she just got murdered." Oh my gosh, like, yeah, that was like literally the most terrifying thing that ever happened. Just was talking about my granny, and then I saw in the corner of my eye something moving, and then she was right there. Whew, wow. Okay. Oh man, the funniest thing is that my granny gets, like, my mom likes to scare her every time she comes home at night. She'll like come in the door and scare my granny, and I don't think my granny has ever scared me like that since I've lived here. And oh my god, that was like, that was literally the funniest thing ever. Yeah, I literally broke the internet. Zulu said that his internet crapped out as soon as I screamed. He's like, "Oh gosh, he got murdered." Oh my gosh, I don't think my heart rate is ever gonna come down. Like, there's my cardio for a week, I think. Like, whew. Oh my gosh. So anyway, yeah, my granny came to court with me, and I had her wear the face shield, and it was much more, I don't even know what to say, much better for her breathing troubles. And oh my gosh, that was the funniest thing ever, because now I just know that Zuluone is going to go back to that point in the stream, and he's going to screenshot me when I'm like dying and like terrified and like damn near shitting my pants. And oh my god, that was the funniest thing that has ever happened. That has not happened ever in my time as live streaming, and so there really is a first time for everything. And I don't even know what to say. Like, let's. Oh my god. Oh my god, this picture isn't clear. Yeah, Zulu. He he did send me a picture of me just like dying. Oh my god. I can't I can't even handle it. That's so funny. Ah, man. I am so glad all of you here, all of you were here to witness my first stream on dlive and my first live blah, 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 live stream heart attack. Oh my god. I can't even. I literally have no words. Let me see. Let me see if I can. Oh my god, it's so bad. No, I'm not sharing that. Sorry, Doc Michael. Like I look like I literally look like a doc. Oh my god. It's like the ugliest orgasm face ever. And no, I did not have an orgasm, but oh my god, that's like it's literally the funniest picture ever. Oh my god. I can't even I can't even handle it right now. Oh my god. That just like that just made live streaming totally worth it. For staying awake for I almost dropped out. Oh my god. Like oh man. Y'all are so lucky that I don't get embarrassed at stuff like that. Like at least I'm able to laugh at myself, but oh man, that is just in theory that is terribly embarrassing, but in reality that is literally one of the funniest things that's ever freaking happened to me. Wow. So anyway, what else? What else can we talk about? Oh my gosh, let's go back to homesteading. So along with my it's the face orgasm. It seriously is, but it's like one of the like I always see these posts on Facebook around Halloween, where people go into like haunted haunted houses and they have like a hidden camera to catch their reactions and yeah, if you've ever watched any of those, like you know what I'm talking about because it's just like people like oh my god like super scared whatever and I am like the biggest baby when it comes to haunted houses. I can't watch scary movies. I can't go in haunted houses. I get so scared and yeah, and those are awful because like you know that you're gonna get scared, but a a candid scare like this one that just happened, I think that one's even better because you don't expect it in any way, any capacity at all, and so yeah, there's not really anything quite like going from just having a nice chat about your granny and then suddenly she's right there and like oh my gosh, I literally thought that I was going to be murdered or something. Oh my god, I will never this will never not be hilarious to me. I'm so very glad that you're all here to witness it because it just wouldn't be as funny if I had experienced that alone. But yeah, I can't do haunted houses. I can't do scary movies. I am like such a baby. Like I will cry in a haunted house because I don't enjoy being scared at all. I don't really enjoy adrenaline rushes that way. I'd rather go on like roller coasters or go well, when I was in South Dakota, we went to, oh wow, my brain is just like dead now. We went to Mount Rushmore, and so the day that we were going to leave Mount Rushmore, outside of our hotel, there was a really big zip line, and so I went over and saw how much it was, and I told my mom, and she's like, "Oh, cool. Well, we'll definitely have to do that." And so it was me, my mom, and my 8-year-old son, and yeah, me and my son, we went like at the same time. We were on a separate zip line, but we went at the same time, so we basically raced each other. But yeah, I was like, my heart was pounding like as we were going up the stairs and like getting our like our harness all hooked up to the zip line and all that. My heart's just like pounding, but I'm like, okay, well, like my son is gonna do it, and so I'm not allowed to chicken out if my child is gonna do it and my mom is gonna do it, and I'm like, okay, I don't have a choice. And so they just have you're sitting on like this, or you were standing on a platform, and then they just say, okay, well, you're just gonna kind of, you like sit down in the zip line and lift up your feet, and then you'll just start going from there. And so yeah, definitely the scariest part was like sitting down and just letting your feet go, because at that moment you're just like, okay, I have to like really really trust that this zip line is gonna hold my fat ass, and like please let it please let it hold. And yeah, luckily it did, and we made it safely down to the other end. But yeah, I mean, if your child and your mom are willing to do that, you don't get to chicken out and be like, no, I'm too scared, I don't want to. But yeah, I would much rather have the adrenaline rush from something like that than from, being in a haunted house. And yeah, Sue, I'm so glad that you were here to see that. That just, whew, yeah, that, I mean, that will never, I will never be able to live that one down. That's just like the funniest thing that's ever happened. Whew. Yeah, it's always just so much funnier when you are not prepared for the scare in any way, and it just comes out of nowhere. I know she's going to tell my mom about that when my mom gets home. So something else kind of funny, while I wait for Zulu to not have a broken computer, I literally broke his internet by almost dying. So the other day when my granny and I were going to court, we stopped at a gas station by my house, and I go inside, and I like grabbed my drink, and then I was waiting in line, and there's this lady who is just like yelling at everyone in the store that she's just so mad that yeah, I broke Zulu's internet. She's like yelling at everyone in the store that nobody really cared about when exactly Pearl Harbor was. She's like, no, it wasn't this day, it was this day. And she's like yelling at everyone that they needed to read a book, and they needed to learn about Pearl Harbor, and they needed to care just as much as she did. Well, then she started yelling at the worker there who's behind the counter, and like just screaming at him that like he doesn't care enough about Pearl Harbor. And I was like, hey, like, you don't have a right to treat this employee like that. Like, you're in his store. She's like, he's the manager, I can do whatever I want, it's my right, it's in my constitutional right. I said, no, there's no constitutional right that says that you get to treat people like shit. Like, that's not that's not one of the rights that you have, lady. And like, you don't get to come into someone's business and harass them and their customers. Like, no, there's no right that gives you that permission. And yeah, she's just freaking out. And so the clerk ended up getting on the phone with the sheriff, and she's just like, oh, I'm gonna wait here for the sheriff. I want to talk to him about my rights. And so then I pay for my stuff, and I was like, she like still wouldn't leave the store, but I was like, hey, I'm really sorry about her. She's like, she doesn't have that right to treat you like that. And he's like, 59th Amendment says it could be a dumb cunt. Yep, that's the amendment they just added, apparently. But yeah, I was like, hey, I'm really sorry about her. Like, she doesn't have a right to treat you like that. And he's like, no, I know, she's in here all the time and she's crazy. And so yeah, she's still just like ranting and raving. She finally goes outside. I pay for my stuff, and then I go outside, and like, this is where I get so freaking mad at her, because this bitch is using the squeegee to wash my windshield, and I just screamed at her to get the fuck away from my car. And because my granny is sitting in my car waiting for me to come back, and this bitch is washing my window, and she like throws the squeegee down, and then just starts like yelling again. And I was like, lady, no one gives a shit about what you're talking about, okay? No one cares. Not one single person here cares. And she's like, yeah, exactly, that's a problem, nobody cares. And then she was like in my way. I was trying to get like my car and then the gas pump, and she was standing like between those two, and I was like, get out of my way. She's like, no, you have to make me. And I said, or she started like trying to talk to my granny through the window, and I was like, bitch, don't fucking talk to my granny. Get the fuck away from my car. Get the fuck away from my granny. And then yeah, she's like, no, why don't you make me move? And then I was like, feel myself like, oh man, I'm gonna punch this bitch, and like, I have to go to court. Like, I don't have time to sit here and wait for the sheriff to explain why I hit this old lady. And so yeah, I was just like, lady, I have to pump my fucking gas, so get out of the way. And finally she moved, and I did not have to punch her, but my granny was like, when I got back in the car, she's like, I told her what happened, and I was waiting for her to put her hands on me, and then I would have laid her ass on the ground. Like, you put your hands on me and you're getting your ass beat the fuck down. Like, I don't care who you are or what you think you're doing, but you put your hands on me and I'm going to slap the shit out of you. And my granny was like, oh, she had long gray hair. You would hit someone with gray hair? And I was like, fuck yeah, I would. I'm like, some crazy bitch is touching my car, harassing an employee, and she puts her hands on me. Yeah, I'm gonna drop her ass. Like, that's what you do. But yeah, I'm just like, dude, I don't have time to deal with you getting punched and then me having to wait for the sheriff to get here to explain why I punched this old lady. And yeah, she finally went and like in her car, and I don't know if she Zulu's internet is just, I literally broke the fuck out of it, apparently. But yeah, I don't know if that lady ended up waiting for the sheriff. Really don't know. But yeah, she's also like smoking out by the gas pump, and the worker, he's still on the phone with the sheriff, and he's like, dude, you can't be smoking around a gas pump. Like, what are you doing? You're gonna blow up the whole fucking thing. Like, you can't be smoking here. And she's just like, no, I have the right. I can do whatever I want. And like, bitch, you don't know anything, apparently. Like, yeah, I don't think you know. You keep saying you have rights, but I don't think you know what that word means. And yeah, that was some some fun drama I had the other day. I'm just trying to go to court. I'm like, hot damn, can I just get out of here and not deal with crazy motherfucking people? And yeah, then at court, I thought I was going to be like one of the first people that he called because I was sitting in chair 2. I thought it was going to go, you know, chair 1, chair 2. Thought it was going to go in order like that. No, he called like 8 people before he called me. And every time he didn't call my name, I'm like, my heart is going to beat out of my chest. Like nobody wants to be in court at all. And I'm just like, can we just please get this over with so I can get the hell out of here? And, man, I just have such good luck sometimes. Chair 73, please. Yeah, exactly. Like, can we just do this, please? So I don't know if Zulu is going to be coming back in here. Let me see. Give me one sec. Talk amongst yourselves, people. Yeah, I don't know if Zulu is coming back in here. Maybe. I don't know. But if he's not, I might shut this down just because it's getting kind of late and now my voice is a little bit fried from screaming, from thinking that I was going to get murdered. Yeah, he said his internet is still down. But yeah, I might just shut this down since I did figure out streaming on dlive. Thank you for the lemons. And yeah, this has been fun. Kind of an impromptu stream, but it was successful. Had my first successful stream on dlive, so I feel pretty good about that, and I am just, you know, eternally grateful that all of you got to see me nearly die during a live stream. I mean, how many times have you been watching a live stream and the streamer like thought that they were going to be murdered and, you know, screamed and almost died? So I'm sorry if my scream scared the shit out of you. I think it was mutual on everyone's part. I think even my granny was scared. She did not expect me to have that reaction to her face. Oh my gosh, yeah, good times. Well, yeah, I appreciate you all for being here, and I'll see you all on the flat side. So see y'all later. Much love. Peace out, guys and gals, all my party people. I don't know how to end streams, so I'm just gonna go. Okay, bye.